This is still So You Think You Want to Be an Inventor. This is part 3. Watch out! Your invention might scare people. Swedish chemist Alfred Nobel invented dynamite in 1866 by mixing nitroglycerin with chalky soil. But when 5 workers were killed in an explosion, Alfred was ordered to work outside the city on a barge in the middle of the lake. While experimenting in 1895, scientist Wilhelm Röntgen was shocked when he turned on an electric switch and saw light rays glowing from the screen he had treated with barium. X-rays! People freaked out. Did seeing their own bones mean they would die? Or were X-rays really death rays? Be careful! The truth is, inventing can be dangerous. At an 1854 New York City fair, Alicia Otis stood on a platform that was raised up 30 feet by rope. He ordered the rope cut. The platform fell, but iron teeth grabbed notches in the guide rails and stopped the platform cold. All safe, gentlemen, all safe, Alicia called out. His safety brake invention worked. Some of Orville and Wilbur Wright's early 1900s flying machines landed safely, and some didn't. Poor Orville. He was hurt in a glider crash, 2 airplane crashes, and a plane crash that knocked him out and broke his legs and ribs. Flying machine, cloth, and sticks in a heap, with me in the center, Orville wrote in his diary. Some inventions are invented before their time. If Leonardo da Vinci hadn't been born more than 550 years ago, he could have been one of the greatest. He thought up and sketched an air cooling machine, automobile, paddle wheel boat, diver snorkel, flying machine, parachute, and projector for pictures. In the 1830s, British mathematician Charles Babbage invented a steam-powered computer that had a memory bank, made decisions, and recorded data. His idea was on target, but his computer had to be trashed for lack of electric know-how. Keep a sharp eye on your invention. Copycats are out there. Joseph Henry invented a telegraph system in the 1830s that sent signals over short distances. In 1844, Samuel F.B. Morse jazzed up Joseph's invention, put together a Morse code dash system, and was tagged as inventor of the telegraph. In 1847, William Kelly invented a method of producing steel by burning off excess carbon in hot pig iron with a blast of cold air. 8 years later, Henry Bessemer Mammoth flame-shooting converters produced steel the same way. Who was known for the red-hot steel maker? Henry Bessemer. That's who. Okay, so I want you to think back to that invention that you are thinking about creating, and I want you to think about how would you handle it if you found out a copycat stole your invention and got credit for it. Of course, some inventions never take off at all. Andrew Jackson Jr. invented adjustable eyeglasses for chickens so they wouldn't peck each other's eyes out. The chickens weren't interested. John Boakes invented a hair-cutting helmet that sucked hair up into tiny holes where electric coils burned hair just the right length. Ouch! Elmer Walter invented a table knife with a mirror on the handle to use at meals for checking if food was stuck in his teeth. Disgusting. Franz Wessler invented a coffin with an escape hatch and a breathing tube in case the person inside was still alive. Too gruesome. Other inventions take off so well, they're named for their inventor. Electricity is measured in volts. Alessandro Volta invented the electric battery. And watts? James Watt made steam power practical. Charles Mackintosh weatherproof fabric turned into Mackintosh raincoats. During the French Revolution, Joseph guillotine beheaded victims. Rudolf Diesel invented the diesel engine that runs on unrefined oil. Here's the bottom line. Whether your invention is named after you or not, whether you're a dreamer, a loner, are laughed at, work all night, or put yourself in danger, your invention could change the world. It has happened. Vladimir Zoikin's 1923 electric tube led to television. 3 U.S. scientists' 1947 transitor led to computers. Even more important, Johannes Gutenberg invented a hand-operated printing press with movable metal type in 1440s. A printer could print in a day what it took a year to write by hand. Results? Books! 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 People decided it was time to learn to read, and they did. In the end, being an inventor means pushing the limits of what human beings know and what human beings can do. Because you're a risk taker and will be on a quest into the unknown, you have to be willing to try and fail, try and maybe succeed. One thing is certain, there will always be barriers to be broken, whether it's to find a new source of power, a different way to communicate, a machine that works medical miracles, or something we can't even imagine. It takes passion and heart, but those barriers can be broken by you. Alright guys, that's the end of the book. So now I'd like you to go ahead and go to your choice board and answer the last few questions for this book and post it on either Seesaw or Class Dojo, depending on what your class is using.